Hey guys, so these are my new wheels. What do you think? Let me know in a comment down below. I really do love them. I love how they look. I love how they drive, and I also love how they have performed. So this is going to be a short and simple first impression video of new wheels. And I'm going to go through some of the basics. New wheels have been a long time coming, and to show you how long, check out this flashback. So I'm picking up something new for the Defender, and it is, yep, probably some of you guys have guessed it already, but it's new tires. The wheels have only been on for 2 weeks, and you may be thinking, that's kind of short to do a first impression, but in this case I don't think so. They have been through a lot in the past 2 weeks, and let's see how it all started. So the past 2 weeks has been filled with driving, and to start it off we went on 1200 kilometer trips, me, Ørjan and Erik. So they've already seen a lot. Tarmac, highways, gravel roads, wet and dry, and also off-road. But before we go into that, let's talk about specs. My new wheels are BF Goodrich KM2s. They are slightly used. So they're not the newest tires, but the thread was almost like new. And also I got them for a good price, and that was what I could afford at the time. So the wheels are 255, 85, 16, which means it's basically a 33-inch tire. So I went from, I think the road tires were about 31. So I went from 31 to 33. They're sitting on a modular 16 times 8-inch rim that has an offset of +8. So this rim, contra the aluminum original wheels that I had on, sits a bit further out. It's not that far out that it goes beyond the flares, but it comes out and filled it pretty nicely, so it looks really good. Going up in size, the gearing has changed, and now while driving we passed a couple of like speed controls, not like where you can get a fine, but they set up along the road so you can check your speedometer, and it was kind of spot on. So doing 80, it was spot on 80, so now the speedo is perfectly correct. Perfectly correct. It's correct, 100% correct, yeah. Since the gearing has changed, I had to learn to drive the car again. I stole it at least 3 or 4 times on our trip because I'm using a 2.5 high gear. The good thing is, after learning how to drive it again, 5th gear now, it's so much nicer. I can do 80 kilometers, it's about 50 miles per hour, and the engine noise is way lower, so it's not as tiring as it was before, and I can drive further before I start to feel the noise like bothering me. There's still a lot of wind noise, road noise, like road tires against the road. I don't feel it's increased at all, and also there's no more vibrations, meaning there's, against the road tires that I had, I was expecting it to be a lot more vibrations, but I cannot feel the difference. So that surprised me really. So the tires on the road is way better than the road tires that I had. I really love driving now. Like, it doesn't bother me that when we have to go like on highways to get to new tracks or get to new gravel roads as much as it's done before, so that's good. And the final thing about high range is that it's not as lazy as I thought it's going to be. You can feel it getting a bit more in 4th and 5th gear. but it's not that it's a problem. I wouldn't mind a remap after a while, but I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be prioritized. There are a lot of other things that is going to be spend money on first. So low gear, first gear is still good for doing crawly, like small edges and stuff like that. Not too high of gear. Second gear, which is my favorite gear when going off-roading, second gear low. I think it's gotten even better. Now I don't have to switch up to third if I need a bit more momentum, and also the speed is enough to clear out the mud of the thread in the tires. So second gear even better, and it was so much fun driving off-road in the mud and on the grass that we were on in Oppdal. Since I got more speed in second gear, I haven't tried third yet. I haven't needed it. So maybe I will test it out on sand and see how that goes. Okay, so speaking of off-road, I got to try on our trip. So we stopped at the Robert's place and we got to go up where we've been before. See the on Norwegian Safari series there when I went with my Discovery and Erik with his Range Rover Classic. That's the place that we were. With the new wheels, I get more clearance under the diff. So with the solid axle, the only way to get more clearance underneath the diff is to get bigger wheels. And this really helped me. Also in the ruts, bigger wheels really helps, because if all the other guys are running 33s or 35s, you're going to be stuck if you're running anything lower. So it doesn't matter how thick your thread is. If you're stuck on your bottom, you're not going to get any grip. When it comes to grip, I was blown away about how much grip there is in these tires against the road tires I was running. I was kind of didn't think the road tires was too bad, but when trying these new wheels, this is just a whole new level. So I could, where I have to use a lot of speed and momentum with the road tires, on this I can just idle up things. They're proven on grass and mud to be really good, so I'm looking forward to testing out on sand. Other grip factors or where you need grip is when I'm going on gravel roads. I didn't feel a lot difference from the road tires. Maybe where there's you have like a rolling stones. So you have a layer of stones or thick gravel. You can feel like, I think it's sliding a bit more, but not too much. Didn't feel any difference between wet and dry. Also on tarmac, didn't feel any major difference when it comes to grip. I didn't do a brake test. I brake pretty hard on gravel, but I didn't do a proper brake test, so that's something I need to do. Aquaplaning. So I had trouble with the road tires getting aquaplaning. I think it was on one of our Overland trips. I needed to ask Erik to slow down because I was getting aquaplaning all the time. So it was raining properly when we were on this trip and had no issue with that at all. So they're definitely better in the rain when it comes to aquaplaning. When it comes to stopping distance, I haven't tested, so I don't know. So when it comes to fitment, you can see like the clearance on this car is just crazy. And with the new wheels, because of the offset, they are coming a bit out, but they're still within the original flares, which is a big factor for me. I think it's cool if you've got big 35s or even bigger, some with the big flares, but for me, going overlanding, this is what I like, and also keeping the original color on the flares. I like that. Yeah, so Fitment. So on full flex, these tires will fit in between the flares. I haven't got it on all the way up yet, but try to do that today. But that's also why I wanted these wheels, because they will fit in while going off-roading. And also the looks on the car now with these wheels, when I was putting them on, couldn't stop smiling. So my overall impression is that these wheels are the perfect size and the perfect wheels for what I do, overlanding with a hint of off-roading. Because of the gearing, there is less noise in the cabin. There's no more it's not more vibrations than the road tires that I can feel, that I notice myself. And also it looks so good. It's so cool looking now. Yeah. And I'm not going to have issues while off-roading that it's going to catch. Another point that I think I've forgotten is the turning circle. Since the offset is a bit out, you get a better turning circle, so a narrower turning circle, so you can angle the tires even more. And there's no rubbing on full. If you turn all the way over, there's no rubbing. I think the perfect wheels for original Defender. So there's no lift on this car. It's completely original. The only thing is wheels are 33s. The offset are +8, so they are a bit comes a bit out, and that's the only thing. So if you're looking for a tire for original Defender, this is the tires you want to get, or wheels. So that's it, guys. My first impressions. I hope you liked the video. Remember to hit that like button and also to subscribe if you haven't. There's going to be a lot more videos, and yeah, so be sure to hit that notification bell. If you want to support me even more, check out Patreon. It will help me create more and better content for you guys. So yeah, see you in the next one. So Ørjan has arrived.